Did you know that the conventional concept of self-motivation has been weaponized to manipulate societal norms? This idea of motivation, traditionally viewed as the internal engine driving one's career and economic progress, is indeed a narrow lens. It's as if we're all expected to fit into a one-size-fits-all mold, ignoring our unique characteristics and interests. This limited perspective neglects the diversity of individual motivations, which extend beyond mere professional success. Moreover, the moral constraints attached to this understanding of motivation add another layer of complexity. It's as if pursuing career advancement is a moral duty, and anyone who doesn't abide by this norm is somehow deficient or lacking. This outdated belief system doesn't take into account the myriad of ways an individual can live a fulfilling life. Now, let's delve into the repercussions of this skewed understanding of self-motivation. When self-motivation becomes an obsession, it breeds a toxic comparative mindset. Picture this: a society where everyone is constantly striving, not for personal growth, but to outperform their peers. The emphasis on self-motivation is so intense that it sparks a wildfire of competition, a race with no finish line. This is the dark side of overemphasizing motivation. As individuals, we begin to measure our worth by our achievements, our progress, our success. We compare ourselves to others, creating an unhealthy cycle of anxiety and low self-esteem. The more we focus on being the best, the more we forget about the joy of simply being. The pursuit of motivation becomes a burden rather than a driving force. Furthermore, this competitive mentality seeps into our interpersonal relationships. Instead of fostering connections based on mutual respect and understanding, we view others through the lens of rivalry. We envy their accomplishments and conflict arises. Friendships are strained and our sense of community is eroded. Moreover, this narrow perspective on motivation confines us. We lose sight of the diversity of human values, overlooking the richness of different lifestyles. We become trapped in a cycle of constant striving, losing the ability to appreciate the beauty of the present moment. It's clear the traditional concept of self-motivation is not without its drawbacks. So what's the alternative? Let's delve into that in our next scene. It's high time we redefine self-motivation and recognize the diverse values and aspirations of individuals. We've been conditioned to see motivation as a one-size-fits-all concept, a narrow path leading to material wealth and career advancement. But let's take a moment to challenge that. Motivation is not a uniform drive. It's a personal force that's as unique as our fingerprints. We need to broaden the definition of motivation beyond societal expectations and materialistic goals. It's not just about the pursuit of wealth or status. It's about the pursuit of knowledge, the quest for a quality life, the desire for fulfilling relationships, and so much more. And here's the key: it's about personal choice. What motivates one person may not motivate another, and that's perfectly okay. We need to respect individuality. We need to understand that our motivations are influenced by our own unique experiences, values, and aspirations. Let's move away from using motivation as a tool for comparison or judgment. Let's stop using it as a yardstick to measure someone's worth or to impose expectations. Instead, let's see it as a personal compass, guiding each of us on our own unique journey. By embracing a more holistic view of self-motivation, we can foster a more open and tolerant society. A society that values diversity, encourages personal growth, and respects individual choices. Because at the end of the day, we are all unique and our motivations should be too. The truth is, self-motivation is not a one-size-fits-all concept, but a deeply personal journey. We've talked about how motivation has traditionally been seen as a relentless climb up the corporate ladder, a narrow viewpoint that disregards the multifaceted nature of human ambition. This skewed perspective can foster a toxic comparative mentality, leading to feelings of inadequacy and strife in personal and social relationships. But we've also explored how motivation can and should be reimagined. It's not just about career advancement or material gain. It's about the pursuit of knowledge, personal growth, quality of life, and meaningful relationships. It's about recognizing and respecting the unique values and aspirations of each individual, rather than imposing a rigid, uniform standard. So, the next time you hear the term self-motivation, remember, it's not just about climbing the corporate ladder. It's about finding your own path and pursuing your unique passions and goals.